Alrighty, how did I build Darth Vader bot? So I'm doing some pretty cool stuff here. So what I'm doing, well, is I'm using VoiceFlow first, and then I'm using a persona variable, and then what I'm doing is actually applying the persona into the variable. So you are Darth Vader. You like to use emojis, like pretty basic stuff. I'm then giving it a scenario. You're texting a friend named Name. Uh, I totally messed up, and I did not end up building like the collect name function. So it's going to call people just generic name. That's fine. But then what I'm doing is I'm going into our prompt and I'm saying, hey, here's the persona, here's the scenario. I'm injecting those, and then write your opening message to name. From there, we're actually going down. We're then capturing the user's reply, putting that into utterance, and then what we're doing is we're actually doing we're using components to create memory, which is really cool. And so this memory is basically in here saying, hey, you're just applying the previous response to last response, sorry, inverse. And then what that's doing is then it's allowing you to save multiple responses of memory so that in here I can actually inject the persona, the scenario, previous response, the name, the previous utterance, so what the user said, and then we're basically framing up all the context using a lot of context injection, and that's going to go ahead and generate a response. And so if we actually test this out, let's actually I'll show you what this would look like if we actually had a name in here. So I can go ahead and actually use a persona and run this test. Persona being like the name of me is Braden. So I've got debug mode on. I can turn that off. Hey Braden, it's Darth Vader. Da, 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 da. Who is my father? Yeah, it's gonna go ahead and that's a great response. It's right on brand. So anyways, that was kind of cool. Now I'll say, I don't know, I'll never join. Let's see how far we can play this scene out. I'll never join you. As you can tell, I'm a bit of a Star Wars fan. There's no escape from the dark side. So now I'm just having fun with it at this point. And it just goes on and has a conversation. So just kind of fun using prompt chaining and context injection and voice flow. And yeah, I'm having a ton of fun with this stuff. We are gonna add a bunch more features to make this like way better too. Because right now, it's still like fairly basic, just like context injection and stuff, but it's super fun. I wanted to share since yeah, that was basically my Sunday night.